So, it's now 10:15, and I think you're all excited about this event. So, warm welcome to this Mealy keynote talk. The Mealy is a program. It's called Master of Industrial Management and Innovation, and I think many of the students who are here today are from that program. You have a tech background, so 3 years of tech, and then combining that with 2 additional years during the master studies of management and innovation. Today we have a very, very special guest. You can see on the image, but also in live person here, Niklas Zennström, who is very famous to all of us. I have some personal memories of one of the first things you launched, Kassa. Peer-to-peer file sharing network. I don't know how many of you know this, but it was like downloaded 500 million times. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And in 1 year, it kind of consumed 50% of all internet traffic, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it was pretty big. And then, of course, Skype, which we all use on a daily basis. So before we start, we just want to give a warm welcome to Niklas. So the questions for this interview have been crowdsourced. So we have talked to the Mealy students in year 1 and 2. We have used some internet tools to vote on the questions. So I think that most of the students are represented in the questions here. We will see a little bit what happens, whether we will open up for spontaneous questions towards the end or not. My name is Thomas Lennerfors. I'm the program director of this master program of industrial management and innovation at Uppsala University. And we also have in the panel Noor, so first year student, Louise, also first year student, and Gururaj, second year student. He made it to the second year. Super. But before, so you wanted to meet the students at the Faculty of Science and Technology, and here they are. And they will ask you many different questions, some easier, some more difficult perhaps. But I want to start with I want to take the opportunity to start with one question, and that concerns early entrepreneurship. So sometimes we talk about being born an entrepreneur, or you know that some are born entrepreneur, you cannot educate in entrepreneurship and so on. I was perhaps not born an entrepreneur, but I remember when I think back that there were some moments, you know, I was drawing some comics and selling those to my friends. I even succeeded that much, so one parent called me afterwards and said I overpriced the comics that I sold to his son. And of course, we encourage this kind of selling Christmas magazines when you're young and so on. So I was just thinking about you. Were you entrepreneurial, resourceful and so on in your youth? I mean, before all the Stenbeck and Kinnevik time.
So I did not I didn't put up a stand to sell comic books or lemonade or get my friends to work for me. Well, I think what I did as a kid, I was kind of innovative. I think I was like always playing with Lego. I was drawing constructions I was passionate about boats. I thought I was going to be a naval architect. And then I realized that when I was high school, maybe that was too small of a market. So maybe I should study a proper engineering physics in Uppsala to get a proper engineering degree. But I think I always thought, and I don't know where it came from, but I always thought I wanted to be an entrepreneur. But we didn't think so much about entrepreneur back then. It's like because it wasn't so much well known what an entrepreneur was. So it was more like start my own company. But I was inspired by some other people here in the university. They were who are much better with computers and stuff, and they had actually they set up some small businesses doing things, but I didn't. Oops, this works. Focus on getting my good grades. So I think maybe I should allow myself to be more entrepreneurial. I thought like that's for later. It took really long time for me to quit my job and become an entrepreneur. Like I'm a really slow starter.